All right, Coach, what was the message to the guys after the game?
Thank you. Thank you was the message. They went through hell this year. As far as all the things that were demanded and expected of them and the pressures of this program and struggling a little bit and all the injuries, it's been, that group gave me everything they could give me. And today it wasn't enough. Not that it was any surprise, but, I think at the end it was a shame that it ended up a 20-point game because it wasn't a 20-point game, and yet the better team won, and Kansas deserves all the credit for that.
How difficult was it to match up with their size?
The size didn't bother me as much, even though Nick got in some foul trouble, and so now we were really small, and he had 11 rebounds but 10 points. It was the guard play. The quickness of those guards, that was the hardest matchup for us. And but hey, we hung in there. With 7 minutes left, it's a 5-point game, and we got a chance to do some things. And we just, I thought their experience there, and that thing that I thought we did is we started wearing down, and the gaps we had in our defense went from small to bigger to the parting of the Red Sea.
Is that the difference there? It was like a game of runs, and they just were able to run away with it there.
Yeah, they made the best run at the end. When they started driving us like they did, the kickouts were unbelievable and wide open shots, what you're going to have when that happens. But it wasn't like we were wearing down at the end, and I think a little down, and give them credit. They just kept playing, and I thought it looked like some men were taking care of some boys. But the boys are going to become men, and when that happens, there'll be paybacks.
And what is the conversation that you have with Miles Bridges about his future?
Well, I could go and get on my hands and knees and beg him to stay because it'd be best for my family, for me and my program. Or I could be a real man and encourage him to leave if that's what's best for him. I think I'll pick the second one. I really do. But it's Miles' decision, and he's handled it so well all year. So proud of that kid for the way he's handled it. He's kept straight focus and attention on his teammates, his seniors, this program. So there will not be a bad decision made. My advice is going to be that we sit down, we get with his mother, and we all just sit down and talk about, what he wants to do. And then we get an idea from all the NBA people and friends I have in the league and all the different people that have talked to his mother, and now we'll maybe start talking to him on where they think he goes. But I said the difference with Miles, I don't think it'll just come down to where he goes, what pick he is. He's not one of those, well, if I'm picked in the top 10, I'm going, or I'm picked in the top 20, I'm going, or if I'm picked in the top 30, which you hear a lot. It's, what do I want to accomplish? What do I think I need to get better at? He's a very analytical guy. He's a very cerebral guy. He's got intelligence. He understands the situation, and he'll make a good decision. I want to help him. I owe it to him to help him. That's my job, and it'll be a good job if he stays. It'll be a good job if he goes and fulfills a lifetime dream.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Coach.
Thank you.
We'll send it back to the studio in Chicago.